ray of hope. Let's see, can they pull it off? So they go for the Sven last pick. Do you like the Sven here? Do you feel like it rounds out the draft nicely? Because this is not a go-to hero nowadays.
I think the Sven, I've seen this matchup quite a bit. I think the last time I saw it was actually in the SEA qualifiers. They did, Raven was the Lycan. I can't remember who the Sven was off the top of my head, but the Sven actually ended up winning in like a nail-biter of a game, right? Raven was like 15-0 though.
Right. So, yeah, that matchup looks pretty good. Kind of rough playing against some of these other heroes, though. There's a lot of kiting potential in Viking, but, you know, maybe that's what the new Sven Eggs will give you. Well, I guess it's not so new anymore, but gives you some way to deal with the kite. And they do have some decent lockdown coming from the puck and the axe. So let's see how the lanes develop. They will be pressuring this top outpost rather aggressively, whereas for Viking, playing a little more defensively, doesn't look like they're going to get out on the map too much. Toby is thinking about trying to sneak that bounty rune, but looks like Excalibur will be left to claim it. So pretty calm opening.
I think they're going to get 3 bounty runes though on the set of bait, and indeed they do.
The dream is almost there.
Yeah.
They did fissure block bottom. They're going to rotate Toby down. So it'll be the off-lane Veno versus the safe lane Sven. While they continue to dive Shad top, Gostic really getting in there. But only going to bring him down to half. Yeah, so this does not seem like it'll be too much fun for Sven.
No, not quite yet. But I think this mid matchup is my favorite matchup in Dota. It's a very skill-based matchup. Queen of Pain versus...
This is the old Dota 1 skill matchup.
This was when you wanted to practice and you would take turns. One person plays the puck, one person plays the quap.
So who is the edge nowadays? For a while, it seemed like puck was way stronger, but quap has gotten some, buffs here and there.
I'm not sure. I personally prefer playing the Queen of Pain, but with the change to how coil works and how you can't like blink out of it and stuff, I think in game puck is better.
And it is Dondo.
Yeah, that's the exciting part.
On the puck, though so far it's not looking great for him.
I mean, if there's one hero that has been around since like he's been a veteran and relatively unchanged, if anything, just gotten better, it's this one.
Yeah, salving up now. So Boom off to a pretty good start here, 6-3, Dendy 4-2. We'll keep an eye on the mid lane. Definitely some kill potential there. Our side lanes, it's going to be a Korak support Weaver up towards top, putting the hurt on Lycan early. Not a fun matchup for him. But down bottom, we are going to see the reviled support Death Prophet. I
just haven't really seen it work. I don't want to be a hater.
They keep on trying it.
Yeah, I mean, people are plugging it away. I'm down to finally see this one be the one that wins. I think it might have won like once that I've watched myself so far. It might have like won a game off stream or something I wasn't paying attention to.
It almost never feels like it's the support DP that's winning the game, even when he has a good game. The main thing is just it gives you that unpredictability in the draft. So your other pick has to really make up for it.
Yeah. And that remains to be seen. I think LeBron, though, is a very good player. Like he's really grinded his way into the leaderboard, and Dendy's doing fine mid.
Did have to buy one extra salve so far, but Boom is kind of low. Trying to get his bottle out. We'll see if this
is going to get off this wave.
Pays off. Looks like he will pretty much have it.
And they're going to be nearly identical in CS after this wave.
Gostic taking quite a bit of harassment here. He does have a salve of his own. So Keenar doing the side pull, trying to drag the lane back. Is there a point where... Celery might be the first blood. Looks like it will be. One more auto attack secures it. And that's going to make a sad Shad.
He tried to mess with the pull. Just wasn't able to.
And he paid.
I mean, both safe laners aren't having a very good time. And both off laners are sitting pretty. Like, this Veno doesn't have to worry about this 5 Death Prophet. And he trades pretty well into Sven. Like, Excalibur doesn't want to get into a right-click fight.
So if they're not having the best time early, who do you favor? Who's going to be better at catching up?
I think Viking GG's lineup is better at taking mid-game fights. Like, I know the way that they want to play their Lycan is very mid-game oriented, and so I would anticipate them just getting really aggressive early on. And so I think having a static laning phase that goes relatively even does favor them.
Very even still in the mid lane. And as you mentioned, Sven just not going to have a good time.
Yeah.
Constantly getting forced back. Constantly getting chipped away at by Toby. And also with the Veno here, Blitz, they can roam. They don't really need to leave Aramis bottom. As Boom went for the rune. And he did bottle a regen, but it's going to come at the cost of his own life. No, Fissure turns it around, gets off the Shadow Strike, pops the Fairy Fire, just kills off the bug in time, and pops the regen.
That's value.
Oh, that hurts. That hurts.
Don't get hit by that.
Dendy wants to cancel it. Can't quite do it.
That would have been a lot of HP that he would have canceled off. That's like 300.
Instead, now the lane feels kind of rough.
Yeah, he went for the gamble and he got it.
And Dendy did get the second null tally here, so, you know, no regen, at least nothing major for him. Does have a couple of mangoes. But bottom lane action as Excalibur dropping very low. Toby working him down. One more auto tech, securing the kill. And what does the support DP do there? Well, the answer is not a whole lot. Back
Ghost
to top.
dead too?
Yeah, they're going to lose the axe unless he gets some crazy spins. Not going to happen. 1 for 1, but
Super
poor axe
worth.
going down, and he was the leader in CS.
Yeah, that's going to be well worth it right now. And they killed the Sven. Like I said, it's really Lycan favored right now because the Sven can't farm bottom, whereas Lycan will be okay up here. He has a high amount of regen. He already has his headdress, like, plus crown. Like, he's pretty statted up. He's got 10 HP regen a second with nothing else. He's almost got a Helm of Dom. He's going to have a fine time. Whereas, like, I think Sven in this game, he doesn't naturally have anywhere to be.
Aramis got the fissure block bottom. Excalibur, though, quickly turning around with the Stormbolt into the Spirit Siphon. Will force him back. Tops off Toby with a mango. And now the call top lane. Ghost
Pretty good damage if
That's
he's lucky.
a decent one, but didn't get that many spins. Gets
he got,
another.
like, 2. That's pretty unlucky.
Still, though, there is always the cookie. Probably not killing him, but you could at least get more harass in. Kinar does ward, and they might consider... Oh, Battle Hunger's the wolf.
Don't think he meant to do that. But
Where are the spins?
One spin?
Give this man a spin.
He just actually doesn't get
Frog,
any.
please? Ice Frog says it's not Dondo time today, guys. But still, the lane getting a little harder for Shad as they are going to converge on Celery here. He does have stick.
Still
Juking. Still juking. The urn is already up, though. You don't want to give this kill up to Kinar. And you will.
That's a kill.
So 2 early urn charges, and now the lane gets really rough.
I think Shad just goes and jungles now. Like, just don't even bother. Because you have to know that jungling is fine here, considering this bottom lane is going so advantageously for you. Like, I don't think this Death Prophet plus Sven is going to do anything.
Speaking of that Death Prophet, gets slowed down. Toby coming in with the body blocks now.
They can
trying
turn
to
this
cut
with the
him
puck.
off. Nice fissure combo, but they rotate in Dendy. He pops the Invis rune after TPing in. But Toby, will he even fall? He just squirms away. Celery, oh, just gets off the silence in time. Almost in range for the Fire Stamp cookie there, but not quite. Still, that's a big commitment, bringing your puck down. And Boom just farming away in the mid lane. Now 10 CS up on Dendy.
But they do get top tower out of it. So I think this is perfectly okay. I do think this current pace favors Viking, but they're not doing bad right now. I'd like to see Bait get a little bit more aggressive towards this mid lane. Like, I want you to bring your Axe and your Weaver towards mid. Force this Queen of Pain out and use your net worth that you currently have. Like, I don't think Lycan's going to show up top anyways. And so you want to feel the presence of this Axe in the
Aramis
game.
setting up down bottom, gets off the fissure again. It's a 3-hero trap sprung on LeBron. Drops the Spirit Siphon, starts leeching Toby's health, but I don't think it's going to be enough to save him. LeBron, they'll work him down. And they'll actually just smack King R once, maybe thinking they could go for a second. Only the Death Prophet dead.
Thought he was going to go for the deny. And you can see Boom is waiting for the rune. It's in fact top. Dendy should be able to get it. He has the orb. Yep.
And that's a good rune. Oh.
Now actually complete for it. That would have been awkward if for some reason the Queen
the
of Pain
Queen of
was
Pain
still
kept on going.
Yeah. And Excalibur is relegated to the jungle. They might just kill him here.
And that jungle is being invaded. Fissure actually going to block Shad away from Excalibur, but he just bypasses it. Keeps on chasing forward. The Queen of Pain's there. Holding onto the Sonic Wave. Will not require it. Gets the kill. TP's out. Dendy doesn't see the Shaker TPing away, so he'll just make it home safely.
What's problematic for me, LD, is that Excalibur is the reason
Bottom
they're
lane,
going to win or
coil
lose.
on 2. making their move forward. Silence as well. Orb to combine. This is a big double kill if they can secure it in Celery. He commits in, but that cookie ain't going to save you. Bait, they needed that.
Yeah, really well done by Dendi. He's making all the plays on the map happen right now. But as I was saying, it's not Dendi's game that matters to me. It's the Sven. Yeah, the Sven has to have a good game. He's going to get something like a 12-minute Mask of Madness, and he'll be really far behind the Lycan at this rate.
And if you're behind with that item, like you're just going to melt. There's no way you're taking fights. You need to farm the next item, and you have to imagine Viking, they'll be looking to take more towers. With the Veno, with the Lycan, this team pushes hard.
Yeah, eventually Viking will be in a position where the next time you make that move as Dendi, they'll be there as 5, and they'll be prepared for it. And this top tower being taken doesn't even hurt them that much because Aramis is just going to farm it out. I would like them to focus more of their attention towards mid rather than bringing so many different heroes bottom.
Toby trapped out in the trees. They get the swarm on him. The Battle Hunger as well. Cookie him back towards safety. Quapo committed, jumping forward. Boom. Tries to bring down LeBron. Finally does. Ghostic, the next on the list. Gets off the call, but the Centaur Stomp. Not enough spins to secure kill. And the Weaver too. It's 3 dead just like that. You said they're going to bring 5.
Yeah, that's why
instantly 5 arrive.
Eventually there will be 5 heroes there. And
little did we know eventually was 10 seconds later.
I really, really wish that with their strength, because they were stronger at this point, that they rotated towards mid. Because you want to cut off the Lycan's farm and you want to open up Sven's. Because Sven, the advantage that Viking have right now is that they can bring Shad for all these fights, and Bait just have to keep farming on Excalibur. If Excalibur is there at bottom, they still die. In fact, he just is an extra body that they add to the pile. So I'd rather see them kind of shift gears towards farming the Sven towards top, and then bringing 4 heroes towards mid, and utilizing Dendi's coil that way, rather than continuously forcing things on a Venomancer, who will eventually get support, and all that killing spree gold that you built up goes the other way. And so they are starting to go towards mid, which I think is the right move. You can still make it, but now, because of that death, it's going to be a lot harder, but maybe not.
They are smoking. They're rotating on this Queen of Pain. They really want to kill her. Gets off the coil. Swarm coming through. Snaps the coil, but they're walking into the Hellfire of the Mortimer's Kisses. Is it enough damage? LeBron getting dangerously low. He committed the Exorcism, and he's deleted instantly. They don't manage to kill off Boom. Sure, they get the Shaker, but not the prized Queen of Pain they were hoping for. Ghostic in pursuit, has the chop. Boom not low enough yet. King
Shad's got Dendi.
Does he chase? No. Celery is actually the one in danger of going down. Ghostic just getting kited and controlled here as they work him down with the poison damage. Shad gets the last hit. It's a double kill for him. It's 3 heroes dead, including that Quap. Including that Puck. And now it's a tower as well.
And they're going to clip him here. He's got a lot of different dots on him.
They're really punishing the Sven pick. Like, Excalibur is just not able to participate.
Yeah, I think they were thinking to themselves, like, we gotcha. Like, this is an excellent Sven game. No, he's just going to farm. There's a reason we don't see this hero, and that's because there's so many different heroes that counter him. I think even against, like, Earthshaker, Queen of Pain, all those heroes that kite him easily, I wouldn't want to play Sven. But who knows, maybe they create enough space.
They'll take this free kill on the Snapfire. But still this Radiant jungle being controlled quite nicely. I do want to point out Aramis is closing in on a fast Blink Dagger. 1,500 gold on the Shaker. And that could prove very troublesome. Like, you've got squishy supports here. Weaver, 860 HP. Death Prophet, yeah, 1,000 with the raindrops. It's okay, but they're not living through that plus a Quap.
No, I don't think so. And I think when Shad has his Necrobook 3, they're just going to continue to run at them. They might even go for an early Roche. They're abusing the fact that the Sven can't fight right now, and they can bring 5 to all the engagements.
So meanwhile, Ghostic's still trying to farm his own Blink, and he's much farther away than the Shaker.
Yeah, he decided to go for the Hood first, and then he died a bunch. Like, he has 3 deaths in a row.
It's a 3k gold advantage for Viking. They did upset OG earlier this tournament. A win here, they'd stay tied for 2nd place. I'm not sure how the tiebreakers work, but if both teams win their next match or both lose, could end up deciding who starts in the upper bracket.
Got a Blink Dagger pretty much completed, like you said. 4 staff on the Veno. So as far as items go, they just keep filtering in. The reason why you want this Sven at top, by the way, LD, is because you no longer want to protect this bottom half. It's really hard for Radiant to take this tower, even if they get kills. Like, I think even if you kill the Earthshaker here at bottom, I don't know if this necessarily does anything for you.
Well, it does delay the Blink, but he's still pretty close, 350 gold off.
Yeah, they're going to bring heroes down here, but because of the fact that nothing's near it, the outpost is pretty far away from that tier 1 tower, and your next tower is so far. Like, the distance you have to leg just to get to that tier 1 at bottom, it's just really inefficient as
It's
a play.
quite the hike.
Yeah, exactly. And so that's why you want to send your Sven top.
They're moving on mid. Quap blinks forward, does get the scream off on Excalibur, but he's a pretty beefy target. They force out the Exorcism again, and they're just going to go in LeBron. The spooky ghost lady ain't so spooky
And the
after
fissure
all.
actually
It
misses.
seems the fissure doesn't connect, but I still think they can just work him down, and they will. And we are just seeing another support Death Prophet game where the hero just has no impact.
No, just can't.
0-5.
He can't live. There's way too much burst damage. And now they know Ghostic is here. They're going to chase him. He's got a Yule's on Queen of Pain, so he can't TP either. So this might be a slow death.
It'll be very slow. Excalibur's in the neighborhood. Is it possible they could try to turn this?
They want to.
They are bringing reinforcements. They have the outpost. This could be a mistake by Viking. Shaker's also gone in front, and he might die again. He's not got the blink yet. That delays it even further. He's going backwards. So an important kill for Bait, and also saving the Axe, who's now about 900 gold away from a blink of his own.
And they needed to make plays right now.
They're buying time. You know, Excalibur is kind of poor, though. That continues to be a concern, Blitz.
He's going for a mid-game build, though. No Aghanims, no, nothing else. Just Mask of Madness into Armlet signals to me that he understands the pace of this game will not allow for him to just AFK sit back and farm. He needs to be able to fight 5-on-5 with his team. It's similar to when Wraith Kings decide to go Armlet first instead of just straight up rushing the Radiant. If your team can provide the space, sure, you can go for some of these greedier items, but if your team is losing every straight 5v4, then you probably have to itemize the fight with them earlier.
A moment of pause here as both teams try to secure their initiation. Aramis and Ghostic both farming top, both very close to their blinks now. And Bait are going to smoke. Moving on towards mid, revealing Kinar with his team tucked behind him. They breach high ground, drop a sentry, keep on trucking all the way to top. They want to gank the Shaker again, it looks like. And he is so close. Just one more creep wave. That's all Aramis needs.
He's hiding up here.
He's frothing at the mouth to just hit some creeps. But this time, he's sussing it out.
They know. They can see with the War 2. Boom's
And
going to
now
walk in.
Boom's going to walk into them. Shad finds a kill while this is happening. So a lot of wasted time for Bait.
I hear a Lycan ult.
They do get a call off on the Shaker, but it's under the tower. I don't think they're diving for that. And the big bad wolf is on the hunt. Excalibur will TP away. LeBron TP's out. Ghostic too. The whole team retreats. That leaves only Dendy. Fissure just barely missing him. TP'd like a split second later, or he could have potentially died. And now mid, all the way around the world. Excalibur's going to get caught out here. It just can't get in range of anything. Completely kited, completely controlled, and completely dead.
All that to get him out, only for him to die mid, and they're going to lose the Roche most likely.
Almost certainly. They do have Exorcism. They do have Blink on Ghostic.
I think you want to take this fight. It's like a reluctant
such a
one.
fast Roche, though. They don't have much time.
Yeah, they got to get here now. And the orb was used, and they're setting up Venom wards
Shaker
everywhere.
Blink is arriving. He might just punish them if they march into the pit. They're thinking about, they're hesitating on the high ground. Will they make their move? Coil to start it off. This gives Ghostic the opening that he needs. Now the puck silence coming through. The call's on two. On the backside, Aramis is controlling that puck. Will kill off Dendy, deletes him, and they're down the Sven for a few moments longer. So it's effectively a 3v5, and the chase is on. Locking out Ghostic. They get the third kill. Viking, Roche low, can probably just walk back in and finish it. Yeah, that Echo Slam, Dendy just stood no chance. As the chase continues, LeBron with the Exorcism popped, just has to run.
It feels so mediocre when he pops his Exorcism.
It's like,
normally it's
whoa.
like the best spell in Dota right now, and he just kind of waves his hands, and they're like, "What are you gonna do? You're really gonna walk in?"
Drop the lulls in chat. As Boom is hunting King R, but doesn't want to use the ultimate here and try to set up for a kill. And you mentioned like they're taking over the bottom side of the map, but they're now also trying to take over the top side. Viking getting very aggressive. They might get punished for this.
Give this
Four
kill to Sven.
heroes converged, and Ghostic says, no, I want that.
He needs
I will
the
take
money.
that. This is mine now.
And they missed the stun on the Weaver. This could be big.
Call, Ghostic, getting controlled, though. He just can't do anything. These melee heroes are getting punished so hard by the Veno and the Lycan, who runs over the backline, is going to force the TP out. Will the Death Prophet make in time? Just barely. While that was happening, Dendy goes down again. Boom finds the kill. And unfortunately for Dendy, this game's starting to slip away. Had a great start on the puck. I think he was 4-1-3, but now 5-3-4. Item progression slowing down, and Viking ramping up the pressure.
I really think they focused on bottom too much in this game. Like, they had already heard Veno's game. The entire point is, like, you want to use that to build into taking other objectives, because you're never going to grab that tier 1 tower at bottom unless Viking really mess up and get 5-man wiped. They're going to bring more heroes down there than you, and all the hard work that you've done will eventually be blown away. And that's exactly what ended up happening, because I think the Sven wants to just farm to his own triangle on the left side once they take the tier 1, and he has all that space in the world, and they never have to worry about him again, LD, because it's way too hard to get defensive vision up there anyways. So Excalibur...
They're going to try to take this jungle back, and they're going for the outpost shortly before the 20-minute mark. Currently, Dire has 2. I thought they might try to contest this, but they get the D ward, and they will reassume control, at least for the moment.
They're really split up right now. That's what they're concerned about.
The Vikings seem very content to chill. They've got time here. Shad with the Necro 3. Now complete. We'll probably see that AC coming soon. Already has the Hyperstone and the Plate Mail picked up. And then the buildings are going to start melting. They did find the Weaver down bottom. Fissure comes through, not quite timed right. It was a little premature before the Eul Scepter drop, and King R just starts sprinting away towards safety. Quap blinks in again, the scream, and now back the other way. Space created. Excalibur says thank you, and they say screw it. We're going to smoke and actually go straight down mid. They want to catch out Bait, farming their triangle. This is a crafty maneuver, but it seems that Bait may sense it coming.
They want to go for this tier 1 tower top. They need objectives to go for. Dendy is just going to clear this wave. Good on him.
Are we going to see the counter smoke from Bait? They've TP'd in 3, and they're also heading top. Dendy's in the trees. The Gale not going to connect. Using the illusions to try and bait, but Queen of Pain will find him. Sniffs him out. He orbs directly on top of a Veno ward. Now he's in trouble. He's very far away from the team. Fissure comes through. They couldn't get there in time because Dendy just kept on heading north.
But they were smoked themselves. They want to try to make a play off of this. Maybe take mid tower as a trade, something.
They're going to wrap down on mid. Viking?
You're just going to pop Exo? I really have no idea what they want out of this now.
They have their glyph. I wouldn't be too surprised if they came back to defend. Shaker, Blink, Echo is ready. He is currently parked top, though, as they ramp up the push. And yeah, they're hesitating about this mid push. They know it's dangerous. And look at Boom. He's already TP'd in, blinked over, and hunting again. Narrowly misses the Death Prophet. Yeah, Viking are flexing and playing so aggressively.
I mean, they can afford to at this point. They've won every single team fight since the opening salvo.
It's a 10K gold advantage. And it feels like it just might continue getting worse. Bait do gets 3 courier kills. Not shabby at all. 2 of them by King R. But the more important targets are going down here. The tier 2 tower being dropped. That is the second to last outer tower, and Viking already starting to rotate towards the south side of the map. I mean, Bait, it seems, are kind of reduced to just cutting waves and split pushing blitz.
Yeah, this is pretty much their game plan for the... I mean, I wanted to say like for the next 5 minutes, but let's say for the foreseeable future, until they win a team fight, they are not allowed back on the map by Viking, and they're probably just going to lose all their
Aramis
outer
found
towers.
Excalibur down towards bottom, locks him down with the Fissure. He's got the Echo Slam. He
I
does
mean, who
get
found
stunned.
who?
He's going to get burst. No, he barely gets it off. Oh, Excalibur, you've been baited, my friend. Now trying to TP out. Cookie comes through. What a nice shot by Celery. And that should secure the Sven kill. Indeed, it does. It goes to Boom. But that was really all the Shaker.
They know that Weaver's there. They're pinging like crazy, but King R is going to read that, get out.
Man, Aramis was so close to dying. That's rough.
The problem with this Sven pick is if he doesn't immediately burst somebody in that combo, he's dead.
And even after he gets this BKB, like, they still kite very effectively.
Yes.
So
I don't think this gets that much easier for him.
he needs like an Ags and a damage item before he can really threaten after the initial stun.
He needs BKB, Ags, and like a Daedalus so he can just pop
Right.
the one shot.
And then maybe go for the next target.
Oh, nice Euls. That was cute.
Dendy does secure a tower, but still 4 outer towers remaining to 0. Bait That's a big chunk of the gold disadvantage. If they could ever win a team fight, they'd be able to recover some of that. The support Death Prophet is just a...
You're not loving it?
It's not working for me, Blitz.
What's wrong, LD? What do you think is the problem with it?
I think the 0-5 Death Prophet that can't use their ult without immediately dying is the problem with it.
That does seem like it would be a potential issue for LeBron.
I feel like also it can work better if your other support like offers something more team fight oriented or like, you know, ability to participate, but it's a support weaver, so
He will in a second.
yes, he's gonna have Ag soon.
Once he gets his Ags, that's a pretty massive pickup, I think.
And Viking are all about like this big combo with the Quap ult, the Venom ult,
Yeah, if you
the
interrupt
Echo.
with the Ags and you can save your Sven, I think the Sven needs Ags too, though, to really make use of it so he can get multiple jumps in.
Well,
It doesn't really help him that much if he gets Ag saved and then galed and kind of held in place.
First he needs the BKB, it looks like.
Yeah, first things first.
Gonna
We're getting ahead of ourselves. We're making a lot of steps for him that don't exist.
But they're doing a good job at getting out on the map, being very irritating, hiding in the trees, letting the creeps push in. Shad will come to deal with that top wave, but they're scanning all the while. You can see Viking just don't want to give any free farm away. So that Dendi might get caught out here. Aramis finds him in the trees. Blink forward with the fissure. Has the enchant but doesn't have the vision. The
Oh, he
echo slam.
missed.
It didn't actually hit. Orbing now onto the high ground. Dendi, he's juked him. Perhaps. Tries to get out of there. Needs a second more. Yule Scepter into a immediate phase shift. Into a blink. And just like that, he dies.
They do get him, but
Okay. Space. And while that was happening, another courier snipe by Kanar, by the way.
not
I
bad.
think that's 4 for him this game. Oh, LeBron is a time for the big play with the help
He
of
got him.
Ghostic. The Death Prophet ult does something.
He kills the other 5. Supremacy.
Yeah, he had a little help, but we'll pretend. Like
He won the battle of the 5s. What is it? He's Highlandered it.
Is it a battle of the 5s when you also have a 3? Isn't that an 8v5?
Don't tell anybody. We're just in our, you know, it was a fight to the death. It was honorable.
Yeah, that's a messed up conception of honor you have. I want to see like a Wild West style duel, you know? Mortimer's kisses versus DP ult.
I think the Death Prophet's winning just because
just
you can't
run
shoot it
in.
in front of yourself. Yeah.
You should be able to blow yourself up. With
You think so?
With self damage. Yeah,
Oh, that's pretty cool.
that would be cool.
Oh.
Queen of Pain jumping in again, has the DD rune and wants to go on LeBron. And
this could be
the
huge.
call with the blade
She's
mail.
taking a
Can they
lot of
kill her
damage.
off? No, gets off the Yule Scepter. Now trying to run away. Dendi's there though on the case. Orb comes through and does secure the kill. That's
Flee
a big
Excalibur.
But
Get out of there.
Shad is doing some big work now. Fisher comes over the top. He just melts to the enchant totem. No match for the wolf. And Shad keeps on charging forward, hunting for Kanar. Tries to scurry away. Will save his own life.
But they get the Queen of Pain. That was massive.
It was. It just sucks that Excalibur keeps on dying. He's also 1-5. Did manage to buy the BKB, and now has a 10-second charge for the next fight.
All right. That's not bad. But
It's just like they're almost within striking distance, you know?
the
They do have
DD
the
Queen
Axe
of
on
Pain,
Weaver now.
the DD Queen of Pain actually worked against her so hard.
Yeah, she got so confident.
Oh, Dendi, he's found another. 5 seconds for that coil.
Aramis waiting.
He's trying to bait.
Is Dendi going to get caught out here? Oh, jumping forward. Ghostic finds the call again with the blade mail. He keeps on getting these initiations off, but this time there's not enough follow-up damage. The mech comes through from Celery. Will save his life. Roshan almost up as Toby just skewers his way over the cliff. And now the time lapse back to Ghostic. Can he make it out? Very nice play by the Weaver. Does secure his retreat, but also sets Viking up for a pretty quick Roche.
Yeah.
As he will respawn.
And the Queen of Pain comes in. Bait, we're trying to make something happen while Boom was dead.
So another Aegis, this time with a cheese. And Lycan just keeps on farming, man. Almost 20k net worth. Abyssal Blade on the horizon. Sven is half his net worth.
You are not kidding. Ah, you kind of are. Come on, man. Don't do Excalibur like that.
I mean, I'm just saying 19's a lot bigger than 11 or 10.7.
But it's not double. We got to
It's-
play the semantics game.
Shh, I hate you.
It's all right, man. I hate myself.
No, don't be like that.
It's the self-hate, you know, that really fuels.
It drives you to,
Yeah,
to
exactly.
be better. Have you hit 10,000 push-ups yet?
Yeah, I did it about 2 days ago.
Oh, congrats. Are you still doing them, or did you stop?
I will never do another push-up for at least like 6 months. My body hurts so bad.
We're bringing back 2012 Blitz then?
I hope.
You got to eat a lot more delicious food.
There's a lot of candy here that I could get my hands on.
Well, I recommend you not do that.
All right, fair enough.
As your friend.
Oh, Viking. I think they're just going to go for the map control. I think I would like to see them go high ground at this point. They're so strong. I don't know what
They have
items
a ward
they
down
want to
bottom. They've seen Excalibur, and Boom is on the prowl.
Oh, don't do it to
He
my
blinks
man.
onto the high ground. LeBron.
Look at him. He's strong.
Gets off the silence. The Yule's on the Sven. That ward really helping him out. He's going to BKB and commit. Drops the ult. Leaps forward. Gets the first kill. Now the Fissure follow
where's
up.
your
And
BKB?
Excalibur. He's chain stunned and he's dead. That hurts. No buyback on the Sven. They do have it on the DP. I think they're assuming Sven could have his. I don't think they realize just how poor he is. They reset, but then they go back on the high ground again. Lunging onto LeBron once more. The Mortimer's Kiss is coming through. He just bought back for this, and he's going to die back for this. It appears one more shot does secure the kill. Boom and Chad combining a snoozer for Toby. I mean, isn't every Veno game a snoozer?
I think they really want to call GG, but they want to take a 5-on-5 fight
Just
at least once
just
with their
once.
BKB. Just
Well,
once.
Death Prophet is not really a hero, so I think a 4v5 is a 5v5
Yeah,
blitz.
just let's see what happens when he has BKB and Weaver Ags behind him.
I'm pretty sure Lycan just destroys him.
Well, you know, it's the mystery of life. Here we go.
330 damage. They do
Here we
get a
go.
beautiful Blink call. You can't ask for better than that. The Fissure, though, forces Excalibur to run all the way around. He's not even hitting during this time. Finally gets the auto attacks off. The Lycan standing his
He's
ground,
owning.
though. He's doing okay for the moment. Is it enough, though? Excalibur now. BKB is over. And death is on the horizon. There will be a buyback, this time from the Axe. They've journeyed all the way from bot to top. Their Axe aren't going anywhere.
He wasn't owning.
And the GG. I mean, half of the BKB was running around a damn Fissure. That sucks.
Oh, man, this game was not close at all.
Viking look like they're just outclassing them.
Yeah,